Hello to my fellow entrepreneurs out there. This is Highly Rainey back at you from Credit Renovators, and I want to talk to you today about which is right for your business, business credit cards or business loans. All right, let's talk about that. So, of course, as a business owner, you're going to need access to extra capital to grow your business, cover business expenses, operational expenses, and manage your cash flow. Two common options you're going to be faced with is business credit cards or business loans. While both provide funds for your business, they serve different purposes, and they each have distinct advantages, and they come with unique sets of terms. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the differences between business credit cards and business loans, the pros and cons of each, and how to determine which option is best for your business. So, first, let's understand business credit cards and how they are different from personal credit cards. Business credit cards are similar to personal credit cards, but they are specifically designed for business expenses. They provide you with a revolving line of credit that you can use for everyday purchases, and you only pay interest on the amount that you spend. Business credit cards are a flexible financing tool that can help you cover short-term expenses and manage your cash flow. So, what are some of the key features of a business credit card? Of course, it's revolving line of credit, like I said. You're given a credit limit, and then you can use the card as needed up to that limit. You only pay interest on the balance that you carry from month to month. Rewards and perks. Many business credit cards offer reward programs such as cash back, travel points, and discount on business-related purchases. And then, of course, minimum payments. You're required to make only the minimum payments each month, though paying off the balance will avoid any interest charges. Now, here's some of the pros of business credit cards. So, pros versus cons. Flexibility. The business credit cards are ideal for covering short-term or ongoing expenses. So you don't want to get into a situation where if you need to make a quick purchase for office supplies, travel for business expense, or even pay your utility bills such as your internet, maybe electrical, and you don't want to have to be faced with a cash crunch if you're waiting on payments from a client or customer or some other cash revenue. This way you can make the payment on time and keep everything running seamlessly and not have to rely on that cash flow. You can use the credit cards as needed and repay the balance at your own pace. Now, of course, there are rewards programs. Many of the business credit cards offer rewards for everyday business spending, such as cash back on purchases, airline miles, points, or other business-related expenses like gas and dining. Okay, you can use a business credit card to build your business credit. As long as you're using it responsibly by paying the balance on time and keep the credit utilization low, that'll help you to build a strong business credit profile. They give you quick access to funds. So unlike loans, which may take time to get an approval after application, business credit cards provide immediate access to funds once you're approved. So what are some of the cons of business credit cards? Well, they offer higher interest rates. Business credit cards tend to have higher interest rates as compared to a loan, especially if you carry a balance from month to month. That is because, relatively speaking, business credit cards are unsecured. This can make them expensive if you end up using them for long-term financing. Lower credit limits. Business credit cards typically have lower credit limits than business loans, which can be a drawback if you need to make a large purchase or make an investment. Then there's also the risk of overspending. The ease and flexibility of using business credit cards can sometimes lead to overspending, which can result into high debt and interest charges. So let's talk a little bit about business loans. A business loan will provide your company with a lump sum of cash that you can pay back over time, usually with fixed monthly payments and a set interest rate. Now, those business loans are typically used for larger investments. Say you need to buy equipment, you're looking to expand your operations. Say open up another location, hire more people, or any other significant projects. So, some of the key features of a business loan, of course, is a fixed loan amount. They give you a lump sum of money. So you receive that amount and repay it back over time. It's like a typical installment loan that you would see on the personal side. Now, business loans have a much lower interest rate than you'll find on a credit card, especially if you have a strong credit profile and if you're offering collateral in exchange. So if you use a business loan to buy equipment, that equipment could be the collateral for the loan. And of course, there are longer repayment terms because business loans are generally intended for long repayment terms, anything from a few years all the way up to a few decades, depending on the type of loan it is. So, what are some of the pros of business loans? Of course, the lower interest rates that I mentioned before, much lower than on your credit card, and it's more cost efficient on the long-term purchase. Longer loan terms, again, the repayment period is longer without the extra incurred interest expense like on credit cards, which are really high when you go beyond short-term and carrying a balance. Fixed payments. With a business loan, your monthly payments are predictable and making it easier to manage your budget and your cash flow. And then lastly, you can build business credit just like with your credit cards. Repaying that business loan on time will help you improve your business credit and enhance your ability to secure future financing, more business loans later. However, there are some drawbacks to business loans. Of course, the major one being the longer approval process. Because business loans take longer to approve as compared to a credit card where you can just pull it out and make your transaction. In addition to that, you may also need to provide detailed financial statements, business plans, and collateral, which all needs to be reviewed in your file before them to make a loan decision. Now, business loans also typically come with strict repayment terms, unlike the credit cards. Credit cards, you offer more flexible finance options, but business loans have fixed repayment schedules. If your business experiences a cash flow issue, meeting the monthly loan payments can become a challenge. And then lastly, the collateral requirements. Many business loans, especially for larger amounts, will require collateral such as property or equipment to secure the loan. If the business cannot repay the loan, the lender can seize your collateral. So, when to use a business credit card? Business credit cards are best suited for short-term expenses when you need flexible access to funds. Now, here's some scenarios when your business credit card may be the right choice for your business. Managing day-to-day expenses, such as covering office supplies, such and such and such. Earning rewards, building business credit, and handling cash flow gaps. So if your business experiences occasional cash flow gaps, such as delays in customer payments, a business credit card can help you cover those expenses without waiting for a loan approval. So when is it best to use a business loan? Business loans are suited for larger, longer-term investments or major projects, as I mentioned before. Here are some scenarios when the business loan makes more sense. Purchasing equipment or real estate, expanding operations, such as hiring staff or launching a major marketing campaign, refinancing existing debt, such as high-interest credit card balances, and funding long-term growth. So if your business is planning a long-term growth strategy, such as entering new markets or developing new products, the business loan offers the financial stability you need to fund these initiatives over time. So, the million-dollar question is, which is right for your business. Now, choosing between a business credit card and a business loan depends largely on your business's financial needs, goals, and circumstances. So let's think about this. I would say you would want to choose a business credit card if you need quick and flexible access to cash for everyday expenses, or you want to take advantage of rewards programs, you're looking to build or improve your business credit profile, or you need a tool to help manage short-term cash flow gaps. Now, you'll want to use a business loan if you need a larger amount for capital for major investments or projects. You prefer lower interest rates and a fixed monthly payment. You're purchasing equipment, real estate, or inventory, or you want long-term financing to support your business growth. Now, both business credit cards and business loans are valuable tools that can support your company's financial needs. But the key in which one to use is determined by the option that aligns best with what your business's plan, goals, and cash flow. So keep in mind, for short-term everyday expenses or building credit, the credit card may be the best choice. For the long-term investments or larger capital needs, the business loan will provide you the stability and lower costs necessary for that future goal. So by carefully evaluating each financial situation and understanding the pros and cons, you can make the right decision and set your business up for success. So if you so that's that on that. And so think about that when you're deciding. Of course, if you're developing your credit correctly, you'll have access to both, and that your choice will be made based on that and not strictly based on a lack of availability of one over the other. So hopefully you find this helpful in managing that business credit. And so if you found this video helpful and likable, I would ask that you share it with someone who knows, someone who wants to know more about business credit and their business financing options. If you like this video, please click the like button below, share this with them, and I would ask that you subscribe to my channel. And then click the notification bell. That way you will get a message every time I upload another one of these helpful videos that will help you guys. If you have questions about credit, feel free to contact me. You'll see my contact links in the description and show notes. And if you're interested in working with me to help you build your credit and get you financing, feel free to reach out to me through any of the contacts channels below. So thank you for your attention on this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.